Hello and welcome to another video. On this one you can see we're on a daily race, which we haven't done for a while, daily race C, so that means we will have tyres to contend with. And we're at Redbull Ring. You can see there we've qualified in a wonderful 13th place. Now the first bit of footage from this race you're going to see now is the actual live in-game footage. And then right at the end when we're finished, I'm just going to take it back because there was one incident that in the race I was convinced that I'd been knocked off, and then it turned out I hadn't. And this was just to highlight the fact that, you know, maybe you shouldn't get, I don't know what's the word, so wound up when you don't know all the facts with it. So here we go, rolling start as you can see. Away we go, 3, 2, 1, and across the line we go. So 13th. If you look on the bottom left, we're starting on racing soft tyres, and you have to use medium as well. As per usual, we've done no practice, don't know the best strategy to use, so I decided to start on softs and run them as long as I possibly could, and then when they get completely knackered, we'll switch to mediums for the end of the race. Slight tag there on the back of Ferrari, no harm really done there. It was just one of those incidents. It did bring me back to I think it's Mazda behind us, the red car, but never mind. Lots of collisions going on there. That Mazda's going to chuck it around the outside. Is he going to make it stick? Yes, he does. Slight contact, but again, no real issues there. And unfortunately for us, halfway round lap 1, we are in stone dead last. So not exactly great, but let's see what we can do. It's not over yet. It's a 13 lap race. Just going to speed this up for a few laps because not really much happened. As you can see, we're quite a way back, so yes, I just thought I'd speed this up so it's not too boring for you to watch. And as you can see, we've caught up to a Volkswagen. We've still got our friend in the Mazda red one behind us. The older Volkswagen seemed very, very slow there, which is why I sort of half attempted to move, but it didn't actually pay off. It's really odd because while these two were battling, obviously, I really thought we had some sort of pace here. It's Volkswagen and Ferrari who kept swapping positions, and we did sort of gain on them a bit, but I'm not sure why. You can see there we're all over the back of the Ferrari, but just not quite got enough to get the move done, as it were. So a bit frustrating. Still got the old Mazda behind us. So as you can see, we've skipped on to lap 9 and we are in first place. That is only because of pit stops, and if you look, that's first place, retaking first place after he stopped. So he was so far ahead, he's managed to do a stop, so didn't fight him too much. And second place in the green car behind us also was in second place. You can see our tyres are pretty much dead. And we will have to stop this lap probably now. As we come down here, the green person goes for a ridiculous dive, completely messes up, hits me and spins me off. So in the race, I was absolutely livid. This was the incident I'm talking about. It's really cross because I didn't see any reason for it. He did make a ridiculous lunge and overshot. So, but anyway, we'll come back to that. Just remember that. We will come back to that at the end of the race, just so we can actually recheck whether it was our fault or not. Okay, so we're currently 5th by the looks of it, and we are going to come into the pits to put our medium tyre on, and we'll do 3 or 4 laps on the medium tyre. So in we come now, as you can see. We'll speed this up a little. There we go, cars in, and we're coming back out of the pit. So where are we going to feed out? Looks like we're going to feed out 13th, but there's a battle there with 2 cars, so we can get past them fortunately. So we're in P11. So not the best, but we're just outside the top 10. Right, we skipped to lap 13 now, and we have ended up in P13. So pretty much where we started, so it is a bit of a shame. There's 3 cars there, as you can see, all fighting. We'd have had another few laps, maybe we would have been able to get them. I'm not too sure on that one. But I don't think we're going to catch them now, because they've slightly pulled away. It may be they're on their soft tyres now and we're on medium, I'm not too sure. So we're coming up to the last turn for the very last time there. Here we go. Nobody's messed it up, apart from me there. As you see, I lost the back end. We managed to regain it, and fortunately we didn't lose any places. So that's going to be a P12. So not really great, but there you go. So let's just take this back now, and we will use the replay to have a look at the incident that made me so cross, where I believe the 2nd place guy took me out. So this is at the start of the race, as you can see, and it's quite clean considering we're all coming up to this first corner. We have got a clean little turn there. But anyway, let's skip on to the incident question, and let's see what we make of it. So here we go. He's right behind me. He makes that lunge, totally misses, goes wide, and then can't quite see from there because his car's blocking him. So we'll look at that from a different view and see what we can see. Okay, so we'll try and slow it down as well. So we're braking, green car on the right, comes from nowhere, totally missed his braking. He's braking now, but way too late. He's going to be deep, which we can see. So we'll let him go past and we'll tuck in on the inside. That's the plan. So now he's gone wide where he messed his braking up. We're going to tuck in on the inside, as you can see. We haven't hit him at this point at all. And there we go. We're coming round now. And we are aware he's there. So obviously I don't want to run him out too wide. However, I don't want to lose too much time. So we'll try and give him as much space as we can. Maybe we have run him a bit wide. But if you actually look there, he doesn't actually hit us, and the rear end of my car just goes and we spin round very strangely. So let's look at again at that maybe from his view. I don't know. So this is yeah, this is from his view. Let's just take that back. So there we go. So he's gone deep. Here we go, round, he goes into way too deep, comes back, and there we are, and there we are. There's definitely no contact, we'll just do that all on our own, so apologies to that guy, and it just goes to prove you can't always be sure that it's somebody else's fault. Thanks for watching as always, hit the like if you liked it, and we'll see you in another.